Yo, what's guys? It's your boy Elijah back again with another banger. You feel me? So, today for you guys will be pretty strange one, but it'll be what if Naruto was a reincarnation of both Gojo and Sukuna. So, I am about to read off Gojo and Sukuna's powers off of the Jujutsu Kaisen fandom website itself to make sure I don't get nothing wrong, cause I don't want the Jujutsu Kaisen fans coming after me like, oh man, you don't even watch it, you don't watch it. Just forget it, alright? So I'm gonna start off with Sukuna's skills, alright? So his first ability is immense strength. He has a lot of strength. Alright. Now, in this world, there will be curses, and cursed objects as long with chakra and cursed energy. People who cannot use chakra obtain cursed energy. It's really rare for somebody to have both. Alright. So, yeah, Naruto will be that one exception. So, he will have a lot more chakra than he does in canon. He has the same amount of curse energy as Sukuna and Gojo combined. He has a lot of strength. He has superhuman strength, superhuman speed, superhuman reflexes, superhuman durability, metamorphosis, meaning he can create new eyes, mouths, or limbs on his new host. And oh yeah, Sukuna will not be in Naruto's mind, alright? He will be merged with Naruto's body. So, meaning, Sukuna do not have any influence over Naruto. Neither does Gojo, alright? So, Naruto's basically going to have to hone these skills by himself, alright? Naruto's going to look more like Sukuna than he will Gojo. He will have Gojo's eyes, his abilities, but yeah, now let me get into energy manipulation. He has he can control a lot amount of curse energy. He can even put out immense amounts of curse energies, binding vows. He has unnamed vows with Yuji, or you can Naruto can make a vow with somebody, and if they break that, their souls will be burned in hell. Alright, now, this one is a unknown technique that Sukuna's curse technique is. He has shown to use this energy to slash targets. Sukuna also shown to use fire-based powers. Now he has an ability called dismantle, slashing attack, and unnamed fire ability. He has malevolent shrine. Okay, so it's his domain expansion. Basically, if I went too fast, sorry, but I'm be reading off the Jujutsu Kaisen page as I progress through the story. Alright, let me get into Gojo's abilities, alright? Okay. He has superhuman strength, superhuman speed, and reflexes. He's also tactically intelligent. Alright, meaning he's good in the street smarts, if you get what I mean, like fighting and stuff. Alright? He has a lot of curse energy. He also has energy he has his inherited technique, limitless. Infinity also. Of course, he has 6 eyes. His curse technique, blue. And then he has red, and then the combination of blue and red, hollow purple. Barrier techniques, curtain, unlimited void, 6 eyes, of course, which is his clan's abilities. Alright, so we start off. Alright, so those are his powers and abilities. So now we start off the day Naruto is born. Alright, so Minato, well, as soon as Naruto's born, Kushina's like, whoa, his eyes, they seem infinite. So much strength, so much overwhelming power. It's unreal. It's unseen. And then Minato's like, yeah, but we have to get him up. And then, Toby comes, does the thing. And then the fight between Minato and Toby goes the same. Alright? Wait, was it Toby? I believe it was Toby. Now, I think we all know that Madara was Toby, right? Wait, was that... I got it mixed up if it was him, but, Naruto... Now, the Nine Tails goes to attack Naruto, right? Now, like in the stand video, but it's not far away from him, alright? Right when it's about to hit Naruto in the brain, I guess you could say, it stops. But it's not stopped. It's basically slowing down by infinity, technically stopping. And Minato's like, whoa, how is he doing this? Never mind, I gotta get him away. So he takes Kushina and Naruto to the house, put on his whole Kage rope, and he goes to fight Toby, alright? Now, when he takes Kushina and Naruto back to seal the Nine Tails into Naruto. Alright, so look, Naruto can still use the Nine Tails powers, but the Nine Tails has more of a influence over Naruto, since Naruto already has a demonic presence that is equal to the amount of power. So basically, what I'm trying to say is he still has the same amount of strength over Naruto, but Minato still has to put the 8 tetragram seal, but it weakens a lot because of Naruto being Sukuna's reincarnation and stuff like that, alright? Now, Kurama, as soon as he enters Naruto, he sees all of his abilities. He's like, this kid is cracked. He's broken in every single way. Nobody will be able to touch my vessel. But it seems like that Sukana guy, that demon guy, he's stopping me from taking over his body fully, so I only have a influence over his anger. I'm glad he's not around like that. Naruto just has his abilities, cause that would have been a mess. 2 demons in 1 vessel. Oh yeah, and Naruto, he could put curses on other people that he deem is worthy for, is guilty, but he rarely puts a curse on somebody unless he's in a rush. So yeah. Now, we skip to when the 3rd Hokage comes to take Naruto, and Minato says, Hiruzen, my son, he has overwhelming strength. I want you to train him and protect my son with your life. And he says, make sure he's treated well. Then he dies. And then Hiruzen, he says, I will, old friend. Then, we have a 4-year time skip, alright? Naruto just got done pulling a prank, going back to Hiruzen's office thinking maybe the Shinobi didn't see it yet. And Hiruzen's there waiting for him. Cause on Naruto's 5th birthday, Hiruzen's gonna start training him. Alright, and it's 3 days from his birthday. And Naruto's like, oh, so you already knew? He's like, of course, I know everything. But Naruto, I was wondering, trying to see if he has any special abilities, because Minato says that he has multiple presence inside of his body. He has, cause I'ma just say, when you're on the verge of death, you can sense other presence or spirits. And Naruto had 3: his, Gojo's, and Sukuna's. And Minato said one of them seemed to be even more malevolent than a Nine-Tails itself. You know, he said that before he died, but in kind of like a thing. So Haru's like, if this kid has 4 spirits in his body, and one of them is even more dangerous than a Nine-Tails, I'm glad that he's on our side. And Naruto's like, well, yeah, I've been able to see everything around me, and also when people try to grab me, they can't touch me. Well, if they try to grab me with evil, because he don't know how to say malevolent or stuff like that, because he's only 4. So Haru's like, oh, okay. Anything else? Naruto's like, no, that's it. So Haru's like, oh yeah, Naruto, also, what do you want for your birthday? Now Naruto, he's not gonna hide his eyes. Everybody thinks that that's the one good thing that the demon brat has, his eyes. They say his eyes could possibly be worth millions, maybe billions of yen. So they think that that's the only good thing about the demon brat. And Naruto's like, what do I want for my birthday? How about access to 3 secret Jutsu books? Please, GG? He said no. Naruto gives him the puppy dog's eyes, like, please, GG? And he's like, oh, you're so adorable, fine. And Naruto's like, yay! And then, he goes off, and he leaves. We skip to the next day. There is 2 more days before his birthday. And Naruto, he's getting chased down by the mob, alright? And Naruto, now everybody has a little bit of curse energy, even though the majority of people have chakra, even though they can't use it, but everybody has curse energy from their negative emotions, right? So one day the mob is chasing down Naruto. They're beating him up, right? And Naruto, he's getting mad. He's like, why do they always do this to me? Then he looks at this one guy. Then this one guy just starts to scream out in pain. He's like, help me. What is he doing to me? The next thing you know, the guy explodes. And they're all like, what did the demon brat do? It's the Nine-Tails, run! And then Naruto's just like, what did I do? Now, Hiruzen has 2 Jonis watch out for their Naruto, alright? And I'm gonna just say it is Kakashi and Aruka, because Naruto and Aruka's close. And they're like, what did he do? It wasn't the Nine-Tails, because no chakra leaked. Was this that secret power that Lord Third was talking about? Kakashi's like, Aruka, go tell Lord Third. And then Naruto just passes out from using so much curse, using that move, because his body's not used to it, and seeing so much blood just made him pass out. And when Hiruzen hears the news, he's like, was that it, or does he have more? He's like, we don't know. All he did was look at the guy, and then Naruto. Now we skip to Naruto, right? He's in his head. Now he meets the Nine Tails a bit early, but he won't remember meeting the Nine Tails. He's just gonna get the knowledge from what the Nine Tails tell him. All right. So the Nine Tails says, "Look, kid, we don't have much time. You won't remember meeting me. All right. You will only remember me in your older ages." And Naruto's like, "Oh, what you talking about?" And she's like, "No time to explain. All right. You have more power. All right." And then the Nine Tails goes to explain to Naruto. Naruto is just shocked. His jaw dropped. And he's like, "So I don't remember meeting you, but I will remember you telling me about my abilities, yes?" And the Nine Tails is like, "Yes." And then Naruto says, "Oh, okay. So will I be able to meet you again? Will we be friends?" And the Nine Tails groans and says, "Yeah, unfortunately, on my behalf." And Naruto's like, "Yay, you look so cool, Mr. Fox." And then Chrome was like, "Alright, just leave now, brat." And Naruto leaves, not remembering the Nine Tails, but remembering the conversation. And Naruto runs to Gigi. And he's like, Gigi, I have these powers. I just found out." And he's like, "What is it?" And Naruto tells him everything. And Gigi's like, "What, you have cursed energy and chakra? And what is this thing where you can slow down things to infinity? This is insane." Naruto's like, "Yeah, but I kind of know how to use them all." Because the Nine Tails told him how to use a little bit of every power. So then Jesus like, "Demonstrate." Naruto's like, "These eyes are called the six eye. And they help me, make me see curse energy and chakra." Because he's like 4, so she's not making full senses. And Gigi like, "Cool, okay, what else can you do?" He's like, "I have hand strength, speed, and and my smart is good. I can make body parts." And he's like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "Body parts." And she's like, "Okay." He's like, and Gigi's like, "What else can you do?" Naruto says, "I have red, blue, purple." Now, not knowing what any of these is, he's just naming off the abilities. And then he's like, "Alright, what else do you have?" He's like, limbless. And he's like, "Limbless?" And then Naruto's like, "Limitless." And he's like, "Oh, limitless." He's like, "Yeah, limitless." And then she's like, "What else do you have?" "I have lot curse energy chakra." And he's like, "Oh, so you have a lot of curse energy and chakra. What else do you have?" "Reflex high. And I also have malevolent shrine. Malevolent shrine. Why does that sound so familiar? Then he has fire. And he's like, "Alright, fire." He's like, "Mantle this." Speaking like a 4-year-old would. And he's like, "Alright," so I'm guessing he's saying dismantle. And then Naruto also says, and now the rest Naruto has to unlock by himself, alright, because he ran out of time. And Naruto's like, "That's it. That's all I remember." And and Gigi's like, "Alright, well, if you if you know or find out any more, tell me." He's like, "Okay." Now we have a 2-day time skip, alright? Today's Naruto's birthday. Naruto gets the books to them high rank jutsus. And Naruto's like, "Thanks, Gigi, for the books." And Gigi's like, "Oh, no problem, Naruto. Anything for you." And Naruto's like, "Thank you, Gigi." And Naruto. Now we're gonna skip a few months, alright? Naruto can speak a bit more fluent, and he learned he he learned about his powers. You know how he can make new limbs, and he's really durable, and how he's fast, and he's really strong, and he can be able to dodge anything. And they have some cursed tech. They have some cursed energy specialists, you know, to get rid of the curses. And he tried to test Naruto on his cursed techniques. All right, now Naruto's training not being able to use his cursed techniques yet. And when Naruto gets him back, and then the guy, I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna just put Yuji in here. All right, Yuji's the teacher, and Naruto puts him in a corner locked up, right? And Yuji was the past vessel of Sukana. I'm gonna pull a Boruto and make freaking Sukuna die, but end up being reincarnated into Naruto. All right, so yeah. Sukuna launches a curse energy blast. He's like, oh no, that was too much. I might kill the kid. And then Naruto just reaches out his hand like, no. Then it blasts right back at Yuji. And Yuji's like, what was this? Wait, that's like Sukuna's powers. And the third hearing Sukuna, he's like, oh no, don't tell me. And then Yuji, he's like, hey kid, that's enough training for now. Lord Third, we have to talk. And then the third's like, yes, we do. So in the office, you know, Kakashi, Ruka, and of course the Ambu's there with Itadori. And Yuji's like, you know, Sukuna, right? Once human, then became the king of curses. He's like, yeah. I mean, the third's like, yeah. Itadori says I was the former vessel for Sukuna. And they're like, what? He's like, yes, but he supposedly died. And it seems like he has reincarnated into that boy. But it seems like he don't have free will. He merged with the boy's body. Meaning Sukuna don't have any influence over him. And Gigi's like, alright, so what's his powers? And then Yuji says he has superhuman strength, speed, reflexes, durability, metamorphosis. And oh yeah, Sukuna also brings up his sensei, guessing that Naruto has him in his body too. And they're like, so Naruto is the reincarnation of two people. He's still Ashura's reincarnation, but that don't really matter because he already got a lot of chakra. And then he's like, metamorphosis. He also has a reversal curse technique. He also has this thing that makes anybody that makes a deal with him, and if they break that deal, their souls will burn in hell. He also has this attack that dismantles his enemies, a fire attack. And he also has a domain expansion. It's called Malevolent Shrine. And he's like, Malevolent Shrine. I knew that sounded familiar. Dang it. Alright. And what is this Gojo's person power? He's like, Gojo's sensei, superhuman strength, superhuman speed, and reflexes. He has tactical intellect. He's really funny, I guess you could say. He, like I said, he has immense curse energy, and then from his clan, he has this technique called Limitless. Limitless is a technique that gives the user nigh absolute control over space, allowing them to manipulate it. He also has Infinity, which slows things down infinite. And he's like, whoa, so that's why nobody could touch him, huh? He's like, yeah. He also has a cursed technique called lapis blue, and it's basically like a vacuum. Then, and he also has a reversal technique called red, which is basically like it's basically pushes instead of pulls. Then he has hollow purple, a mixture of red and blue, and is more destructive than a nuclear bomb, but is concentrated. He also has a barrier technique called curtain. He also has a domain expansion called unlimited void. The six eyes, or the Raikugan, and they're like, wait, the Raikugan? Nobody has heard of that dojutsu in years. He's like, yeah, but my user had it before Sukana took over my body and stabbed him, but before my sensei died, he killed Sukana without harming me. And they're like, wait, so your sensei was the one that always covered his eyes, wasn't he? He's like, yeah. Him and Kakashi got along really well. And then they're all just like, oh my gosh, we are so glad that the enemy nations didn't get their hands on this boy. We will train him, make his dreams come true. He will be the strongest one. He will be the strongest ninja in all 5 nations. So right now Naruto's 5. We have a 5-year time skip. Naruto is now 10. He has complete control on pretty much all of his techniques. Sometimes when he does his metamorphosis, his body kind of mutates some, so he still got to get a hold of that. So for right now, he's trying to avoid getting his limbs chopped off. Also, Naruto, technically, since he is Sukuna, he could split his soul into fragments too, but that's not gonna worry, alright? Naruto also, since he's Sukuna's reincarnation and Gojo's reincarnation, he has both of their life force, alright? I'm gonna say Sukuna could live for about a good 100 years, alright? And Gojo could live for about 100 years. Naruto could live for a good 99 years. So basically, Naruto could live for 299 more years. If he don't learn how to expand his life force, or if he don't do any techniques that steal from his life force, which he don't. Naruto, he's still counted as a dead last, but he has a few fangirls, alright? And his number 1 is, of course, Hinata, because he saved her, beating the bullies to a bloody pulp because of her eyes being white. And Naruto said, your eyes are lovely to me. And then she just passes out, like, cause from the stress. So yeah. So I'ma skip after school. Naruto is being escorted by the 3rd Hokage, because Naruto says, hey Gigi, can you go shopping with me? Gigi's like, why? He's like, well, I only have 1 more container of ramen left, and I've been trying to stretch my food rations. Gigi's like, oh sure. So, and Naruto also says, oh yeah, and I need some clothes and weapons. And Gigi's like, sure. Now, the first place Naruto goes is a shinobi and curse, is a curse and ninja shinobi shop, alright? Naruto, he goes in there, he gets a cursed sword, some kunais, he gets all 1,000 kunais, all 1,000 shurikens, he gets 500 smoke bombs, 75 seals. He also gets a tonto which has red on the back, and where like the part where you cut it is black. No, it's black where the back and red where you cut. He also has a shinobi outfit for missions with which you won't need, but he said he might as well just get it for the future. Alright, now we go to the clothing shop. Oh snap, hold on. I forgot to get one last thing from the shinobi store. Hold on. Naruto gets a miniature version. Is like two knives because it was melted down and split into two blades of the legendary demon sword from High School DxD. Alright, now and it won't drain the user's curse powers, but it can also it can give immunity to curses, meaning if Naruto has the weapon on him, he cannot like send out curses or make the vow that burns your soul. So yeah, cause I'm gonna make that a curse technique. All right. So right now, Naruto, he is in the clothes shop, right? My guy Naruto got that Gojo drip just without the headband. He got what he's wearing now. He got a Boruto outfit. He also has an outfit that looks like this. Hold on. A shinobi outfit that looks like that, kind of, is for stealth missions. And now we move on. Oh yeah, he also got some shoes, some fishnet armor for every color of every outfit he got. You know, he got a watch, a shinobi watch, basically waterproof and jutsu proof, so it won't break. He also has some shades to put on when he's like undercover, cause I'm gonna put Naruto in the bingo book, all right, as an S rank shinobi, and yeah, he's gonna be worth 45 billion yen. But oh snap, I should have told you guys, but who cares? So yeah, Naruto, he also, now he's in the shop. All right, now every other place it was I guess you go in there, you have to pay to like a machine, I guess. So yeah, it was like, no, now this one, it has customers and it's man-made. I mean, man-watched. All right, so Naruto walks in and they see him walking in. They're about to go push him out the store. So they're like, get out of here or out. And then they feel the key in the air and hear of a familiar voice saying, or yo, what? It's the third. And they're like, oh, Lord Third. He's normally out here causing trouble. And the third Hokage is like, nonsense. Stop lying. If you so much as touch this child, I will make sure that this will be the last time you are in this village. And believe me, you won't be able to join any other village if you catch my drift. And they're like, yes sir, yes sir. And then Hiruzen like, lift up your shirt, boy. And then Naruto lifts up his shirt. He's a bit lean, but he needs some meat on his bones. Alright, now he already said he went hungry a few days, but Hiruzen just hears his stomach just gurgling. And when he sees that, he's like, oh nah. Then Hiruzen spends his own money because Naruto is getting low. He already spent like, I'd say 17,000 yen, and he only has like 30,000 yen, so he don't have much left. So Hiruzen buys Naruto some eggs and stuff that Naruto could cook, you know, and he buys him some juice, some water, some protein, some canisters. He also buys Naruto some soldier pills because they sell those in the Shinobi food market. Yes, they brought him some soldier pills, some food pills, and no, theirs are not as disgusting as Sakura's. All right, theirs tastes like rainbows and it tastes like rainbows and good decisions. Okay. So yeah. Now Naruto and Gigi is walking home, and Hiruzen gives Naruto, I'd say 3. Well, what are they called? Like, so nobody could. I'ma just call them privacy seals. Nah, I'ma just call them intruder seals, cause so nobody could get in. If they have a name, please leave it in the comments down below. So, yeah, he gives Naruto 4 of those, tell him, even though one is strong enough, but, you know, some shinobi's tried to attack Naruto, so yeah. He gives them to Naruto. Naruto like, thanks, Gigi. Thank you so much for letting me come in and shop with you, and thank you for taking me to shop. I've been wanting to get these things for so long, Gigi. Thank you. And then Gigi's like, oh, no problem, Naruto. So then we go to Naruto. He's putting up the stuff, and he puts the stamps on. Alright? Now, the next day, now we have a 2-year time skip, alright? Naruto is now in the academy, alright? He's been in the academy since he was 10, but yeah, Naruto is now, you know, getting close to the ninja graduation exam thingy. And, you know, everybody's thinking, saying like, oh yeah, especially the girls, they're like, oh yeah, Sasuke-kun will certainly pass at the head of the class. And, you know, Naruto's few little fangirls. And no, Ino is not one of Sasuke's fangirls, alright? Why? Because I'm a Ino simp, so I'm sorry. Alright? You could leave the little laughing emojis in the chat. You could call me a simp, okay? Who cares? I'm a simp over Ino. And yeah, Ino, she's one of Naruto's fangirls. Naruto's one of, Sakura is still Sasuke's little fangirl. Alright, but Sasuke, he's sus, alright? That's what I'm saying. So, you know, Sakura and, you know, still compete, and when they get to class, they see their 2 dream boys. Alright, now Naruto, by now Naruto, oh yeah, also I'm not even gonna mention it now, alright? So Naruto, you know, and Sakura's jaw dropped, alright? And they both say, Sasuke-kun. And they both look like, oh man. Naruto's not as dense, but he's pretty dense. She's like, she likes to tease with him and play with him, right? So Naruto looks up and winks, and, you know, she's like, ah. Yeah, bruh. And, oh yeah, and the one thing that triggers Naruto, cause his whisker marks, alright? Now, when somebody call him Fox Boy, my boy goes full on Josuke, alright? What did you say? Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. So, rest in peace to anybody who calls Naruto Fox Boy. All right. Rest in peace who says anything about Josuke's hair. I love your hair, Josuke. So, yeah. Anybody with a Josuke picture in the chat, please say, don't talk about my hair. I don't know why. I just wanted to say that, but yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the video. So, Aruka walks in. He's like, today for you guys, we will be doing the ninja assessment test. Yes, it is a test that'll see if you are worthy to become a ninja. And Naruto, he's like, I need to pass this. I need to become the Hokage, or at least a Sani or something strong. But my hope and dream is to become Hokage. Oh wait, no. Let me tell you his interaction with Sasuke before Iruko walks in. Alright? And I was sitting at the other side of the class, and Sasuke looks at Naruto. He's like, give me the sword, dope. And Naruto's like, what you said, emo? And Sasuke said, you heard me, give me the darn sword, dope. And Naruto's like, excuse me? I paid the money that I had to pick up off the street for this. Okay? I went starving to save up to buy this. You is not gonna take it from me. If you want it, take your revenge seeking having butt to the Uchiha clan, or you know what? Better yet, ask your brother to buy it for you. And that just and next thing you know, you hear the screech of the Banshee. It's Sakura. She's like, Naruto, give Sasuke it. Give him the sword. And then Sakura's like, yes, if I get the sword for Naruto, for Sasuke, he'll love me. And she tries to punch him. Naruto dodges, pushes her on the floor, and Naruto's like, for one, learn the definition of shut the heck up. Yeesh. Everybody's eardrums would be a lot better if you learned the definition of shut up. Be quiet. And she's quiet. She's like, Naruto normally does everything I say. Because, Naruto still had a crush on her at the beginning, but then he's like, you know what, this girl, she a fangirl for Sasuke. Let her fangirl all day, I don't care. And then she's like, what did you say, Naruto? You're nothing but dead last. And Naruto's like, I'm dead last. Oh, I'm dead last. You telling that to the one who killed somebody just by looking at him. I'm dead last. Now Naruto just, said that without knowing, and he's like, oh snap, I said too much. And she's like, what you say? Naruto's like, just get on my face. And she's like, and she stamps off. The two fangirls up. Comes in, Ooh, and I'm gonna just say Kieran's there, and she's a fangirl, alright? So, you know what? Anytime when a girl comes in, I'm gonna play. You're gonna hear this when a girl says, Naruto-kun. That's the audio you're gonna hear, alright? So, yeah. Yeah, the girls, they come in and they look, they say, alright, and now, Iruka walks in like, oh my, he says, I am here, and we will be doing the ninja assessment test. Yes, and today will be the day to see if you become a ninja or you stay weak, a villager, a weakling, maybe die in the crosshairs of a battle. Now, everybody's like, yo, you just got so dark so quick, bro. calm your roll, calm your roll. And then Iruka's like, sorry, I took the act a bit too far. And just starts to tear up because he's like, my students, this will probably be the last day I've seen them, especially Naruto. He says in his head, that boy, I hope you don't get into any trouble. He was my favorite student, Naruto. Maybe because we had the closest bond of them all. Alright, because Naruto and Iruka's like brothers, alright? Like, Iruka knew the pain that Naruto felt not having his family, even though the Nine Tails killed him, but he knows that it wasn't Naruto's fault. And Iruka was always there when Gigi wasn't, so yeah. And he's like, Naruto was like a little brother to me. It'll be sad to see him grow up if he passes. So, Iruka says, alright, you guys will be doing the kunai and shuriken test. So first off, he says, Sasuke Uchiha. And Sasuke's like, I bet I'll score a 100 on this. Nobody would be able to score higher than the mighty Uchiha. And Iruka's like, don't get too cocky, Sasuke. And then she's like, yeah, right. Then he throws the kunais. He misses, there's 10. He misses 6. He misses, so he only made 4 targets. And then he throws the shurikens. He misses 4. He only got 6 targets. And Iruka's like, wow. 6-4? 4-6. How convenient. Alright. Next up, Naruto Uzumaki. And Sasuke's like, just skip him. We all know that the dope is gonna fail. And Iruka's like, we'll see. So then Naruto goes up and he just wings it and just tosses all 10 kunais. They all hit vital spots. Sasuke's like, the dope probably cheated. He's like, Iruka's like, I'm a Jonin. If he cheated, I wouldn't know. And Mizuki hates Naruto. And Mizuki says, yeah, if he cheated, I would know. So Sasuke's like, pfft. Then he throws the shurikens. Same thing, vital spots. And Iruka's like, Naruto, you have to fail. He just says in his mind. Then next up, we have the spar. Alright? We get Naruto versus versus Sasuke. Alright? Naruto, as soon as he does the unison hand sign or whatever, Naruto just looks at Sasuke. Sasuke's arms just bend into freaking pretzels. And his legs just bend into pretzels. Then Naruto passes on, and Sakura's like, oh my gosh, he really can kill just by looking at him. Scary. And then now we're at the clone jutsu. Alright, Naruto, he can't do the clone jutsu, so he fails in that. Yeah. Now we move on to the transformation jutsu. Naruto transforms into somebody that looks like Gojo. Alright? No, he transforms into Itadori. And Iruka's like, oh, that's that cursed energy user that was the former vessel of the person that merged with Naruto. Oh yeah, and Naruto, he also has Itadori's like pinkish purplish hair, and it looks like this. It looks like this, but it's just pink and purple right now. It's not spiky. Yeah. So now Naruto, he scored a 99, 3 points higher than the great Uchiha, making him the prodigy among the prodigies, I guess you could say. And nobody knows until the next day. And Mizuki, he says, Naruto, right now, since you're a Genin, I can know how to automatically make you a Jonin. And also like, how? Mizuki's like, steal the stroller ceiling from this place. And then Naruto, he don't know, no, because he don't train in Gigi's house. I mean, in the whole Kage's mansion, he always trains in a private training field. So yeah. So he goes in and steals it. He learns Shadow Clone Jutsu. He learns the Blood Clone Jutsu. He learns Fox. He learns Fox Hell Eruption. I don't know if I want to give Naruto the Toad summoning or the Fox summoning. I'm gonna think about it. But so Naruto, he also learns Naruto, he has all 5 chakra natures. So yeah. And he also has that stand ability, that that curse energy, that unknown fire ability. So yeah, he still got that. So he learns flying phoenix flower. He learns a low level genjutsu. He also learns a lightning jutsu called lightning devastation, and the ground just like, and it's basically like a planetary devastation made of lightning that paralyzes the victims, and it's an A rank. Alright, and it takes a lot of chakra, so not even Sasuke could do it because it pretty much drains you of all your chakra. That one is mainly for like stronger opponents that's hard to take down. Naruto also learns a few curse techniques that's not really relevant to the story, so yeah. Now, from there on, everything goes like in canon, just except Naruto blocks a shuriken from hitting Mizuki by putting the infinity around Mizuki. Iruka, and Iruka's like, wait, so he can put the affinity around other people and other things? That's good to know. So then, Naruto, he says, you tried to attack Iruka Sensei, you shall pay with your life. Then he uses blue. Alright, now, I don't know if this is a ability, because I didn't see any ability like this on the thing, but I'm gonna make it so that Naruto, when he says curse technique blue void, it makes a time void that rips his enemies to shreds. Alright, same thing if he says red void, same thing. And Mizuki, he just starts to get pulled in, and he gets, now it don't rip Mizuki to shreds, it just traps him in a void, because Naruto don't want to kill him. He was just bluffing with the pay by your life. Then the other Jonins get there, they're like, and then Iruka's like, no, Mizuki set him up, and then they're like, where is he? Naruto says, curse technique, blue void, dismiss. And Mizuki just falls from the sky. And then they're like, what was that? Naruto says, it's a curse technique that I created. Blue void. And they're like, what does that mean? Have you ever touched a magnet? Naruto says. They're like, yeah. And then you would know. The blue side means pull. The red side means push. I believe. Alright, I'm not crazy smart, alright? So, if it is, then yeah. If it's not, tell me in the comments. I'll go make a redo if you want me to do this. And yeah, the next day, Naruto walks in and he knocks it. And Naruto walks in, sits down. The same thing happens with Shikamaru, and he knocks it in. Says this. Made it. Alright. Made it. Alright. Hinata's voice sounds so freaking cute, bro. Not only am I a simp for, I'm a simp for Hinata. I can't. Alright, anyways, like, made it. And, yeah, the teams get assigned is Naruto, Sasuke, and the Banshee. Alright, I don't even feel like saying her name. And then Sakura's like, and he nods his like, I don't get to be with Naruto-kun. Yeah, they're like, I don't get to be with Naruto-kun. So, yeah. And we wait for about 3 hours, alright? Naruto took a nap. And Kakashi like, oh, cool, I got Naruto. Because, let's just say the senseis don't pick the students. The teacher picks the students for the sensei. So yeah, he's like, ooh, I got Naruto. The reincarnation of both the strongest, or I should say the curse king and the strongest curse user. Curse killer, I guess you could say. Sorcerer. Alright, Jujutsu sorcerer. Alright. They're called that in this world too. Jujutsu sorcerers. Alright. And then Kakashi like, this should be one interesting class, and I have some history with Naruto. So then Kakashi like, meet me on the roof, and Naruto's like, let me guess, in 5 minutes, so we can talk about what we like, dislikes, and what our future is. Kakashi like, exactly that. But the third Hokage never told me that he told you. Oh, he didn't. I was just exaggerating, but thank you. So then Naruto, he Hirashins away. Oh yeah, he knows Hirashin, but it's pretty weak. It's not that strong to go far places. He can only go like 3 meters with it, and the root is only like 2 meters away. So yeah, Naruto, he he's there with Kakashi, Sakura, and Sasuke Uchiha. Now, the same thing goes like in canon. Kakashi says what he says. Sakura says, my likes, giggle giggle. My dislikes, giggle giggle. My dislikes, Naruto and worms. My dream is to be with giggle giggle, staring at Sasuke. So Kakashi like, okay, we got a fangirl. Sasuke goes, my name, Sasuke Uchiha. Likes, don't have many. Dislikes, don't have many. My dream, no, it's not a dream. I'll make it a reality. I will restore my clan and kill a certain someone. I wonder who copied who. Did Hunter x Hunter copy Naruto, or did Naruto copy Hunter x Hunter? Because if you don't know, they have a 1999 version of Hunter x Hunter. So yeah. Then it's Naruto's turn. He said, and Kakashi says Fox Boy, and knowing that it'll tick off Naruto, Naruto says, what did you say? Pushing his fingers like Gojo, like curse technique. And then Kakashi like, no. Alright, I was just joking. Naruto's like, you better be. Hi, my name is Naruto Uzumaki. Sakura's like, whoa, total mood switch. Hi, my name is Naruto Uzumaki. My likes, soba, ramen, and dango. And every time I say soba, ramen, and dango, just know that those are my likes. So yeah, every anime what if that I do, I'm gonna make the person love soba, ramen, and dango. Alright? And I also love puppies. Any puppies. As long as they're not ugly. My dislikes, Sasuke, Sakura, worms, roaches. What else do I dislike? Toxic people. My hopes and dreams is to become the Hokage, or at least the strongest ninja in all 5 nations. And Kakashi like, you'll definitely achieve that. You're darn near indestructible. Now Naruto, his age before he stops aging would be 21, since that's a legal drinking age. So yeah. And I'm going by America rules. Forget you, Japan. I'm sorry, but I don't know y'all's rules, so yeah. Cause y'all babies be coming out talking and giving birth to themselves and stuff. So yeah, I don't know what kind of universe y'all from. So yeah. So now we start off. Now Kakashi, she says, meet me here tomorrow. And I suggest you don't eat. And Sakura's like, why? Kakashi like, well, I don't want you to vomit. and then she's like, okay. Now Naruto, he leaves and he gets home. He's training until his bedtime, which is 6 o'clock. And Naruto, hold on, let me get something to drink. My voice is sore. Yeah, I'm back. As I was saying, Naruto, he's thinking, right? He's like, what if I was able to make a technique that could increase my 6 eyes locating ability, because tracking or sensing ability. Naruto shakes it off like, nah, that's impossible. And plus, I already have a sensing ability, so what's the point? So then Naruto, he leaves the training ground and goes home, takes a shower, and he's just soaking in the bath water. And he's in his mind skate talking to Kurama. Alright, this isn't his first time meeting Kurama, alright? And Naruto's like, oh yo, Kurama, what's up? Why'd you bring me here? And Kurama's like, Naruto, you know that. And he thinks it's about time that he told Naruto that his powers is bloodline, so yeah. And Naruto's like, okay, so what, I need a CRA or something? He's like, yeah. Now Naruto still don't know that the fourth is his dad. So yeah. So he's like, yeah, you gotta say frick. You have to get this CRA, just so you can pass this amazing power down. Some of the later generation might get Sukana's powers. Some might get Gojo's powers, some might get a little bit of both. Who knows? So, Naruto, he's like, well, when a time comes, it comes, and and Naruto, he's like, all right, it's time for me to get out the bath. He gets out, scrubs himself a bit more, let out the bath water, cleans out the bath, brushes teeth, washes his face, put on his little fox bath night clothes, and gets in his bed and goes to sleep. Alright. The next day, Naruto arrives to the training ground 3 hours late, and Kakashi is right behind him. Sakura's like, Naruto, you're late. Naruto like, well, I ran into a black cat and I took the long way around. And she's like, oh. And then Sakura says, Kakashi, you're late. And Kakashi's like, oh, well, I seen a black cat and I took the long way around. And Sakura's like, Naruto just said that, you just copied him. And Kakashi's like, wait, what? And I was like, wait, what? You used the same tactic I used, just so you could purposely be late. They both say at the same time, and they both go, pfft. Then they just hear the screech of the banshee. It sounds like freaking Godzilla roaring. If y'all don't know what that sounds like, I'm gonna give you some ear rape right now. Hold on. Look. That thing sounds like ear rape to me. No. That's all you hear coming from Sakura. Like, if that was me, girl, I would have did something. Maybe took her vocal cords out so she can't scream. But if she could heal fish, I'm pretty sure she would have found out. All right, a way to heal herself. So Kakashi explains the rules to the bell test, and Naruto, he's like, this either is we gotta fight against each other, or this is a teamwork assignment. Those are the only two things I could think about. So then Kakashi says, ready, set, start. Then Naruto just thinks, you know what, this is probably teamwork, but who cares? Naruto, he says, curse technique, universal pull, blue, and pulls the bells to him, throws one of them to Sasuke, and says the other one's for the team, they automatically win. Alright, because I want to get this part done with quickly. Alright, so Kakashi's like, you know that this was a teamwork assignment. He's like, yeah, I know, but I didn't want to risk the chance of my teammates getting hurt, so I went ahead and used one of my strongest moves to let them have the advantage by not wasting any chakra or energy. Kakashi's like, this kid is smart. I like how this kid thinks, bro. And then, we go to the day that Naruto, Kakashi, Sakura, and Sasuke is walking through the place. Alright, they already met Tarzana and all that good stuff. Now, we are at the Demon Brothers thing, alright? So, they're walking, and Naruto sees the puddle, right? And he senses a bit of chakra, and he's like, it hasn't rained in days, like days, you feel me? Like so many days, with like 400 million Z's, like that's how many days it's been since it rained. So then Naruto nods at Kakashi's like, nods like, yeah, I know. And then Naruto and Kakashi They just keep walking. Normally, the demon brothers attack. Naruto puts his infinity in front of Tarzana, so he can't get attacked. And it don't drain him when he put it on somebody else. Somebody else that's a human being, and they have like a little bit of chakra or curse energy, but something that don't have chakra or curse energy, it'll drain him because it's taking from his own. Alright, now it won't kill Tarzana from chakra exhaustion because it only needs a little bit to stay, not a lot. Alright, so Naruto and Kakashi dispose of the demon brothers quickly, questioning Tarzana. Then Naruto senses something in the bushes and throws a kukunai to see that it's a rabbit. Kakashi says the same thing, and then Naruto senses something coming. Naruto says, duck! And then they're all like, what? And then Kakashi says, listen to him, duck! And then they all duck, and they're like, why are we ducking for? Just to see a giant blade sticking out of the tree, like, Kakashi of the Sharingan Eye. Long time no see. And then Sasuke like, Sharingan, is Kakashi Sensei a mighty Uchiha? Is he just a Uchiha under disguise? But I thought all Uchihas was dead. Kakashi has to be a Uchiha. So, yeah. The first fight with Zabuza goes the same, and the second fight, no, we're at the when the kid says heroes are lame or ninjas are lame. All right, Naruto says the same thing like he did in canon and walks off. All right, Kakashi says the same thing to the kid, and now they already been training with the tree climbing technique. So Naruto, he leaves to go practice, and he passes out from chakra exhaustion, and he meets Haku. Haku wakes she wakes Naruto up, and she says, excuse me, young man, are you okay? Haku says as she tries to see if Naruto's okay. And as Naruto wakes up, he looks at this beautiful lady, and and his eyes just turn into hearts, like, but and she's like, because she can just see the blush coming over his face. She's like, okay, so I guess you are alright. And Naruto's like, oh, yeah, I'm fine, just training for this mission we have coming up. And she's like, oh, okay. And Naruto's like, oh yeah, why do you hang out with him? She's like, who? Naruto says, Zabuza. And she's like, she gets into a fighting stance, and Naruto's like, no need to get hostile. Just talking like normal citizens. I don't have any weapons on me, so I can't attack you. And I won't use any cursed techniques or jutsus. If you want, I could tie up my hands. She's like, alright. Why? Why would you say such thing like that? He's like, aren't you Zabuza's tool, Sosei? And she's like, wait, how do you know this? And Naruto's like, well, I read about everybody in the bingo books, and I research, and they do research on all missing nins. It seems like Zabuza saved you when not too long ago, and you think that you owe Zabuza your life, aren't I right? And she's like, yeah. And Naruto says, And plus, why would a pretty lady like you disguise to be a guy? And she's like, Naruto's like, and she's like, wait, how do you know that I'm a lady? And Naruto says, oh, it's just a pervert in me that knows. Plus, look where my hand is. Squeeze, squeeze. And she's like, oh, hentai. Slaps him. And Naruto's like, I deserve that. Sasuke comes, she's like, dope, let's go. And Naruto's like, alright, I'm hungry anyways. Bye, Haku. Next time we meet might be on the battlefield. And she's like, yes, it might be. Alright, because Naruto's starting to persuade her, change her heart in a different direction. And, Naruto, he gets back and says, oh, he just passed out from chakra exhaustion. And Kakashi's like, oh, okay. And Naruto's like, yeah, I'm hungry. And he eats and then passes out again, alright? He gets taken to the room, wakes up the same like in canon, stops the little killers or thieves or whatever they were. Goes over to Zabuza. Now this time he stays hidden. Alright, now he's attacking Zabuza from the shadows, throwing kunais and shurikens, right? Now he imbued his kunais and shurikens with infinity, making it so that Zabuza's mist won't be able to sense them because they're spreading apart, and I guess making it like nothing is moving through it. Alright, so yeah. So then Zabuza's like, how is this? Who is throwing shurikens? They're coming from random directions. And why isn't Haku here? Alright, yeah. Haku had a change of heart. Alright, that's all I'm saying. And, this is where, Naruto, he comes out. He's like, it's me. Now, right now, Zabuza is severely wounded. And he locks Kakashi in a water prison. Naruto and Sasuke come up with the same plan like they did a few days before, still managing to catch Zabuza off guard because they took a different angle this time. And he releases Kakashi Chidori-sen through the chest. Yeah. And then Goto comes, and Hakuhi comes, but she comes behind Naruto, and Naruto's like, I see you had a change of heart, Haku. Squish, squish. She's like, hentai, slap him. And Kakashi's like, enemy. Naruto's like, not anymore. And then Goto's like, Haku decided to join the enemy. He. And Naruto's like, you mean she? And then Goto's like, what? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. And, yeah, so, Naruto, he says, guys, protect Tadna at all times. I had to release my infinity, so he is vulnerable. And Sasuke's like, what is that? That is my curse technique, infinity. And Sasuke's like, wait, but don't you use chakra? Naruto's like, look, I'll explain later. And then Kakashi says, no, Naruto, you protect them too. I'll take care of these clowns. So then Kakashi, he just runs over, just Chidoriing and taking them out one by one. Not killing them, but lethally wounding them and leaving the kunai there so they won't die. Now, Naruto, now it's Goto's turn. Goto's like, oh, I'll give you anything, right? Now Naruto just standing there watching Goto. He punches him. He says, your reward, your gift. Because Goto's like, I'll give you anything, money, cars, fame, women, whatever you want. Naruto punches him. He's like, your offers, take him to the townspeople and Haku, and he knocks him out and gives Goto to the townspeople. He's like, this clown wasn't in our job description. So yeah, Naruto. The bridge gets named after Naruto, the Great Naruto Bridge. You know, Kakashi reports to Hiruzen everything that happens, and yeah. Naruto is training, alright? And tomorrow, well, the next day is supposed to be the day that Team 7 meet up, and Naruto, he's stoked, alright? So, we skip a day, and Naruto's getting dressed with some fishnet armor and his clothes, and he's walking to Training Ground 7, and Kakashi meets him. He's like, you guys, you shall enter the tuning exams. And that's where I'm going to end this video off. Hope you guys like it. Please like and subscribe. Comment any recommendations. Comment any flaws that I had within the video so I can fix them. Yeah, peace.